Hi, my name is Chrissy Toskos. I'm the Chief People and Experience Officer for Securitas, and it's my pleasure to be joined today here with Bijal Shah. Guild is a new partnership and relationship for Securitas that we believe will unlock immense opportunity for our employees.
Guild is an organization that has a mission to unlock opportunity for the workforce. We do that through programs that are focused on education, upskilling, and reskilling, and ensuring that we provide career pathways, real career pathways to employees of the employers that we have the pleasure of partnering with. One of those is Securitas, and we are really excited about our partnership in a first-of-its-kind partnership in a new industry, and we're excited to both learn and help Securitas and its employees grow. From my perspective, I think one of the things that made this an important time is if you look out at the security industry and how much is changing and what's going to be required of the roles go forward, I think it's an important time to think about how you can invest in your employees in a way that both drives their ability to fulfill their life goals while also ensuring that you are delivering on the strategic priorities of your business.
It was also about alignment, right? Where our business is and where we're trying to go, where our people currently are and where we want them to go, to be able to invest and have more than just the traditional benefits that we typically offer them to help not just help better prepare for the job they're in, but prepare for their future.
We at Guild get really excited when there is an opportunity in a new industry. We can bring our expertise as it relates to providing the right career pathways, the right coaching support, and kind of the right learning marketplace and catalog of opportunities that align with what an employer needs. And so in a new industry, you want to bring a partner, you want to have a partner who's willing to innovate with you, who's willing to help you learn about an industry and ensure you're delivering for that employer, but also for that broader industry. And so from my perspective, I think it's a great time for us to take on a new industry and a new opportunity, but use our expertise and scale and know-how to help evolve an industry.
With an organization of our size, the scale is enormous, right? And the ability for us to create an impact within our organization, but also I'm hoping this sets the bar for others within the security industry to also want to help invest in this way to help elevate the security professionals, those frontline employees that are protecting others, right? And for us to be able to make a difference in their lives, for their families, the communities that they serve and protect at the same time, I think just it's a wonderful opportunity for us to really make a difference.
I agree. I think we spent a lot of time talking about opportunity and possibility and thinking about what this partnership will mean for the broader essential economy and the folks who day in and day out provide a set of services that are necessary for society to kind of move forward and to ensure we have a thriving democracy is so important. And these are the people who are helping to enable that. And so to see you all investing in this way also is just really exciting and gives hope.
So I think it makes possibility tangible for our people. Right? Before this, education often felt out of reach for many of our people, financially, logistically, even emotionally. And this partnership removes those barriers, right? It sends a message to our people that you belong here, your future matters. And that changes how people see themselves, their careers, and their connection to Securitas.
I think when you think about education as infrastructure, I think if you look at a technology or operations organization, at the end of the day, there are capabilities and competencies that are required in order for you to be able to grow your business, to manage your business, to evolve your business. And when you think about education, it provides that foundation that allows people to get a set of capabilities, get a set of understanding, and then use those to be able to continue to grow and thrive and evolve in their careers.
And in that way, thinking about it similar that when I think about This is infrastructure. Our talent and our people are our infrastructure. Right? It's the same way as investing in technology and operations. And it strengthens the entire system when you do that, right? So um, it's not just the nuts and bolts. You're building resilience into our people, right? And giving them a capability that didn't exist before. So for me, that's where I think the power lies in this partnership and what we're going to be providing them.
Yeah, and one of the coolest things that I think is not tangible in the beginning, but that you see over time is also the confidence increase people have. Education provides an opportunity for people to try new things out and test their own capabilities and build confidence in their ability to learn new things, to develop new skills, and to try new ways of problem solving. And so I'm excited to see what also happens to the confidence and the applicability to the broader employee population.
And as you're saying that, another thing that comes to mind is we're evolving and growing our business strategy. And at the same time, our people will be able to evolve and grow, right alongside the business. And that's one of the things that we've been infusing into our people promise and our people strategy to help them see the connection between their work and helping our business grow at the same time.
I think one of the biggest ways employees' expectations have evolved as it relates to um, growing and developing in their role is making sure, I think they have an expectation that employers are helping them along the way, that they are getting the guidance on what the right pathways are, what the actual learning is that will help them on those pathways, how they can have the support of coaches or other people around them to help them know or get unstuck when they get stuck. And that their employer is really committed to helping them embark on this journey versus, I think, in prior lives, a vanity version of what might happen. I think they really want to know that their employer is committed to helping to ensure that they can evolve as the business evolves. I think we're moving into an era where continuous learning is so important because the skills that are required for the jobs of today and the jobs of tomorrow are changing so rapidly. You read headlines constantly about how AI is going to change the capabilities of an individual and what they are required to do at work. And so, in order to help them keep up, just knowing that you know how to learn is going to be so critical to ensuring that people have the ability to adapt, maintain resilience, and move forward.
Yeah, the pace of change isn't slowing down. And I think this continuous learning is going to help people stay relevant, confident, and capable. It allows the business to stay competitive. In security, where data and risks and technology are at the forefront, being able to complement that with empathy and resilience and critical thinking are going to become more and more important, especially in the era of AI, right? And digital, enablement and capability building. It's the complement of those two that I think is going to be really a differentiator for our people.
One of the things that we've seen at Guild that is really has been really great to see is the true ROI of investing in employees. What it does from a retention perspective. So we see a 3 times increase in retention for employees who know that their employer is investing in them from an education perspective. I think the other thing it does is it shows real possibility for pathways and opportunities that then allow people to both feel agency to go explore what those opportunities are themselves, but also helps the business see that people are adaptable and have the ability to kind of unlock their potential inside of an organization. And so you see improvements in mobility opportunities inside of an organization. You talked about someone going from being a security associate to then becoming a supervisor, to becoming a manager, to becoming maybe a regional lead, inside of your organization. And so I do think it also shows how the talent you have today can actually help build the workforce you need of tomorrow.
So I think technology is really elevating the role. It's not replacing it. And today's security professionals need to interpret data, right? They need to make judgment calls and respond with empathy and integrity. Keeping the human in the loop means recognizing that technology supports decision-making, but people provide judgment, right? And security is ultimately about trust, and trust is very human. So our strategy is about empowering our people with the right tools, the right skills, so they can make informed, ethical decisions when they're facing real-world situations. I think beyond technical skills, they're going to need adaptability, digital literacy, problem solving, and most importantly, strong communication. All of these are really durable skills. They're the kind that create mobility. They're going to enable them to have more longevity, right, in our organization and beyond. And it gives them a sense of pride in their work.
One of the things I love about the skills you just named, just looking across industries, is those skills are so transferable in other places. If you think about what every leader across every company, across every industry is talking about right now, it's how do I have employees who have critical thinking skills? How do I have employees who have really good judgment? How do I have employees who have the ability to communicate between humans and others? How do I have employees who are adaptable and resilient? And so the things that you named are truly the things that are important, regardless of what type of organization you work in.
Because opportunity shouldn't depend on title or location, right? Everyone plays a role in our success. And by designing this for our frontline officers and our corporate teams, I think we're reinforcing that growth is for everyone.
Yeah, and I think from Gil's perspective, when we think about designing our experience, we are thinking about how do we design an experience that is inclusive of as many individuals as possible. And that's why we provide things like support services and coaching services. Not everyone may take advantage of those services or feel like they need them. But if we design for broad access, we then have the ability to include as many individuals as possible and to really meet your employee where they are and ensure that they get the support they need along the way, regardless of what that support needs to look like.
I think success is different for everyone, and that's the point. For some, it's promotion. For others, it's confidence. It could mean stability or a new path they never thought was possible. If someone can look back and say that this program changed what I believed was possible for me, that's, for me, the ultimate definition of success. This program is one stepping stone to help us, right, create that ripple within the walls of Securitas, but beyond, right? And as I shared, it will help our employees see a different world they never knew existed potentially for many of them, with the unlock that this could bring for their careers.
When you think about some of the most essential workers in our economy, they are security professionals, they are police officers, they are teachers, they are firefighters. And sometimes we don't do everything we can to ensure that they feel like they have access to opportunity and possibility and mobility, and that our society wants to see them grow and develop and build confidence in themselves. And this partnership is the first, I think, of an example of what it can look like when an employer is willing to make that commitment to their employees, their essential employees, in a pretty critical and massive way.
I'm excited for our partnership, for what this is going to mean for the employees of Securitas. As I've said earlier, this will ripple beyond our employees. This will ripple and impact their families, our clients, and the communities that they live in, and even broader, as you said, additional service type industries for those that are on the front line. And I truly hope this helps raise the bar.
Yeah, I love that. I love the wanting to raise the bar. I also just love your commitment to ensuring that you help your employees thrive and you help the communities that you work in thrive. I think, honestly, it makes me feel a little bit better and safer in our communities to know that the people who are helping to protect our communities, and I know we'll learn a lot together through this partnership, especially because it's the first of its kind. And so there is a lot to learn about how to do this well at scale for your type of community and industry.
Thank you.
Yeah.